Hey guys, it's Kaylee. I am back with another thrift haul. I have a giant one today. I have been sourcing pretty much all day. One new strategy that I'm trying is instead of doing as many thrifting days, I am trying to spend one day doing a longer shift. Today was the first test of that. We'll see how I did. I have to drive so far to get to a good sourcing location that I was really just thinking about, how much I'm driving. If I could basically squeeze two thrifting days together and only have to drive once to that sourcing area, it's worth it for me because then I can spend the other day relaxing, maybe doing some videos for YouTube. So I'll keep you guys informed. Maybe a strategy you guys want to try if you also have to drive pretty far, but got a lot of stuff. So let's start diving into this haul. You guys don't even know. There's bags on bags stuffed inside of a Hulk in here. I got bags up here. All right, we will start with this guy. These are a pair of men's Sorel boots. I have not checked comps on this particular style, but Sorel is an excellent brand to pick up in footwear. I can usually tell that they're Sorels from afar because I usually notice this like rigid sole right here. Good indicator that it's potentially Sorel. These are in really great condition, perfect for the season. I don't know the exact style name. They're a men's 11.5. We'll do a Google Lens or look up the style name inside. I am hoping for at least 40 on these. Hopefully much more than that. I think I paid $5.99. All right, this first piece of clothing actually has no brand at all, but I got it because it is so on trend. This is a handmade, I would say vintage. Let me button this up here for you guys so you can see it a little bit better. That took a good couple of minutes. So this definitely has to be handmade because there actually weren't buttonholes. There was just slightly larger holes in the yarn. But you guys, look at this piece. Super Cottagecore, handmade, vintage bobble knit, thick wool. I believe there's no label, but it feels like wool, floral detail, thick, chunky sweater vest. All the things. I could not say no to this. It's in really excellent condition. There is one little area where it looks like the yarn has moved slightly. So we'll just note that. But like I said, all of those factors I just mentioned should do well. I am going to present this as a Cottagecore sweater. If you guys see anything like this, especially thick wool pieces, you definitely want to take a look at them. These guys right here are what make it a bobble sweater. And then the little dainty details in the colorway are what make it Cottagecore. Keep your eye out for stuff like this. I have no idea what I'm going to list this for. My gut wants to tell me around like 50, 60-ish, but very excited for this piece. All right, another style-based piece. This is not a brand I have ever found, not one I would memorize. It is a free size, like one of those one-size-fits-all boho dresses. You guys know what I'm talking about. I come across them pretty often. And I don't usually get most of them. However, this one, very on trend. So the purple is extremely trendy right now for fall, especially in October. It is a smocked detail, kind of like a milkmaid shape with this really cool witchy asymmetric sleeve here. It is maxi length, kind of like a broomstick style skirt. It has an asymmetric hem at the bottom. It has all of these embroidered details. I can think of so many keywords for this one. One that I don't use very often, but I think I'm going to use for this is Renaissance. So I will add that in there. I'm hoping for at least 40 on that dress. That's a completely style-based piece. Don't worry, I do have bolos, not just style-based stuff, but there is a lot of style-based and bread and butter pieces in today's haul. And I do need to move quicker because we got a lot of stuff to get through. Okay, this next one is another style-based. This is a Y2K New York & Company mohair sweater. I got it because of the baby doll style, the vintage look to it, very like coquette style. Y2K baby doll I will absolutely include. Also, mohair can add value in a lot of pieces, but just a very dainty piece and just very on trend factors. I am going to list that for probably 30 to 35. All right, I do have a lot of plus size pieces. Most of these are bread and butter that are going to sell for about $25, or we hope $25. This is Croft and Borrow. It's a size 2X. I have some pretty good luck with these classic tees when they are long sleeve and darker florals. I don't just get any plus size piece in this brand, but I think that one will sell for about $25. Okay, this is a brand new brand to me. This one was in the dresses section, but it's actually a tunic. I had to make sure they ring it up that way because it's about a $3 difference for me if they ring it up as a dress. This is by a new brand to me called Stella Caracasi. Lots of login look pieces. And this does not have a 100% sell-through rate, but the tunics like this are going $40 and have a decent following. Mine is very unique, very drapey. Again, lots of on-trend details. It's also made out of modal, which is an extremely soft material. I'm going to list that 35 to 40 just to maybe slightly undercut the market and get that item to move quicker. This is one of my favorite brands to pick up in plus sizes, and I was lucky enough to find this new with tags while I was out sourcing today. Rose and Olive. This is a size 3X. This brand has a pretty good sell-through rate for the plus size pieces, so it is one that I keep my eye out for, especially new with tags. This is a really on-trend dark paisley detail, 3/4 length sleeve, kind of boho style top. I'm going to list that for probably around $27. And the last piece I found at this store before we hop into some of the others was this gorgeous Ralph Lauren size large linen dress. Now, I don't normally get size large pieces. I usually stick to plus size, but since this was linen, I thought that this still might do well. This has old money, Southwestern, equestrian vibes. I could see this going so many different ways, but it is a beautiful midi-length dress. I did check comps on midi-length linen dresses in this size. On this brand, it had about a 50% sell-through rate. I didn't narrow down any further because I knew I wanted to get this, but I am thinking this is going to sell for about 40. A lot of these very classic pieces are performing extremely well. Ralph Lauren's definitely a brand that is on the uprise right now. At another store, I got a barn coat. Barn coats are extremely trendy. They pretty much are every year for fall and winter. This one is by St. John's Bay. It is a women's size large contrast corduroy collar and a beautiful royal blue with some gold buttons. And yeah, like I said, just very on trend, larger size, lots of factor stacking in this piece. I think I should be able to flip this for about 35 or 40. This is a men's piece by the brand Seven Diamonds. Not everything in this brand does well, but specifically these 4-way stretch shirts have been performing well for me. This is a men's size extra large. I actually found it in the women's department. Button-up shirt with a print. I think these are only going like 25 to 30, but they do have a good following. Here is another one of those Rose and Olive plus size tops. This one is a size 1X and it is pre-owned. I'm going to list this for 25. All right, next up, lots of plus size pieces coming your way. I have been experimenting with this brand. It is Woman Within. It's actually been doing pretty well for me. The comps do not show that it's going to sell quickly, but for me with the keywords we're using, I feel like I've got this customer base figured out, so I'm able to sell them quickly. So I'm going to continue picking up more substantial pieces in this brand. I do try to get them pretty cheap. This one was on sale. I think I paid around $2 to $3. It's a 5X printed 3/4 sleeve top. I'll probably list that for 20 to 25. I actually found this in the plus size section. They only wanted $3.99 for it, which is surprising. We the Free. This is a really cool, whimsical, colored, oversized shirt, button up. I need to look up this exact style. It reminds me of a camp shirt, but I'm gonna look up the style and hopefully, I know I'll be able to at least sell it for 25, but hopefully it ends up being like an even better style that will sell for more. Another plus size brand I like to get is Lucky Brand. This is a size 2X. Little t-shirt. I'm only going to expect 20 to 25. This one's a Catherine size 4X, very thick, nice printed purpley and orange t-shirt. 20 to 25. Craft and Borrow. This one's a 2X. It is a button up and it has that darker color scheme. I'm going to list that for 25. This is another brand that performs pretty well for me in plus sizes. It is End. This is a size 2X. I grabbed this one because it's like short sleeve knits right now. I see everybody wearing them. They have that really clean girl old money aesthetic. So I'm gonna use those keywords for this one. This definitely gives me those vibes, and I'm hoping for 25. This one is completely unbranded, but it appears to be like a vintage Y2K piece. It is just a little velvet jacket. It has all the fairy whimsy goth color scheme to it. I think it's absolutely stunning. It's a little crop jacket. I think I'm going to list this one for 30 to 35. We'll get this one on a mannequin so it looks a little better. Along the same lines, I also found this dress, which is style based. This is just by the brand Studio Ease, not one I would memorize, but this is a plus size. It is a velvet burnout dress, long sleeve, beautiful purpley red, maxi length. I can think of so many keywords for this, but we're definitely going to use romantic and whimsy goth for this one. I'll hope that this one will probably sell for around 30. Moving on, this is another barn style coat by the brand Ralph Lauren. This is a women's size, medium petite. This one has the corduroy color, and it also has a little patch. Gives me very like hunting, equestrian vibes with the quilted nature of it. I got to do a comp on this, but all great factors here. I think probably around 40 for that as well. I found a 100% cashmere piece. I don't know anything about this brand, but I did know 100% cashmere at a low price I'm definitely getting. This is a really nice Y2K looking sweater. And it also has these beautiful bishop sleeves here. Super soft and cozy. I paid $4.99 for it. I can at least get 25 for that, but we'll definitely look up the brand and maybe price for more. All right, this one I got for myself. This is a Columbia rain jacket. I've been needing a rain jacket for so long, and I finally found a really nice one by Columbia. It's long length. It has a beaked hood. It feels like it's never been worn. Win-win for me. All right, and I also found this North Face women's jacket. It is a size extra large. It is a quilted, longer length kind of sweater coat. I need to look up the exact style of this, but I'm thinking I can at least get 35, if not much, much more, depending on the style. But larger sizes in the North Face for both men's and women's perform very well for me. All right, more plus size. We have another cropped and borrow button up top, size 2X. This one also has those beautiful, darker, rich colors. Perfectly on trend for the season, which again is what I'm trying to stick to, more substantial pieces and very on trend, and just factor stack that all into one piece so that I can get $25 for it. If I didn't have all of this factor stacked, I definitely would not be able to get $25, even 20 on an offer for these pieces. Lots of factor stacking involved here. Same thing with this one. This is Liz Claiborne. It's a plus size button up top. Button up plus size tops definitely increase the value a lot. Again, longer length. Colors are very on trend. Greens, 25 bucks. This is a J. Crew thick cardigan. I just went ahead and picked it up. It is one of their newer labels, and it's just a really thick sky blue boyfriend style cardigan. I need to look up the exact style to this, but J. Crew women's cardigans, especially when they're thick, always perform well for me during this time. I'm hoping for at least 30 for that. Here is another plus size Lands' End, size 2X. This is a gorgeous multicolor cardigan. It is more lightweight, so I think it's a perfect transitional piece. Very whimsical details here, and I'm hoping for 25. This is a brand I hardly ever pick up, but this is a more substantial piece. It is plus size. It is very on trend, so I'm gonna list this probably for around 25 to 30. It is Maurice's. It's a size 3X. It is a very like Cottagecore jacket with the crochet arm details, and I just thought this was super on trend, super cute, relying heavily on the fact that it's a substantial piece and just on trend with this one. I'm not going to ask too much for that, probably 25 to 30. This is another Catherine's piece. This one is actually new with tags. This is a faux suede or sueded shirt. And this one is button up, very on trend with the brown color here. Looks like a sticker from a plate somehow ended up on here, and I didn't get a plate. All right, this one I just grabbed. It might have been a mistake, we'll see. But I saw this Good American, very thick, heavy sweatshirt, and I just I snatched it up because Good American's a very high retailing brand. Super thick sweatshirt. My gut told me that this was good. The back had a graphic. I didn't realize what it was, but it is like a zodiac sign. I'm gonna look this up and see how good it is. I'm hoping for at least $25 for it. Maybe it was a mistake, but my feelers told me that a thick Good American sweatshirt was worth getting. All right, more plus size. This is the brand Rachel Zoe. This is a plus size zebra top. I'm hoping for $25 for this. And this is just Old Navy. But some of the Old Navy pieces, if they've got enough factor stacking and plus sizes, do really well for me. This is a size 3X. It is a denim feeling button-up top. And it has gorgeous tiered bishop peasanty sleeves, all black, very on trend for the season. I'm gonna list that for $25. Okay, this isn't a brand I would memorize. I only got this for style reasons. It's a size extra large, but look at this jacket. It's like a bright, multicolor, patchworky, so fun and happy. There's flowers, there's butterflies, there's all kinds of things, dragonflies on it. So I could not say no to this. I have to take more of a deep dive into what I'm going to list this for, but I'm hoping for about 40. All right, this is a newer brand to me. It is called Pacas. It felt like cashmere, super soft, and it's made in Peru. And I was like, okay, this is looking pretty good. They're known for their alpaca pieces. At first I was worried that this was shrunken, but it's in a size extra small. It's a beautiful green color, and it is a baby alpaca merino wool blend made in Peru. Lots of indicators of quality, and I saw some really great comps on this. I'm thinking probably 40 to 50 for this sweater. Next up, this is Lauren Ralph Lauren. Again, I do try to stick to plus sizes. However, when there's enough factors involved, I will go ahead and get it. This is just a size large, but I really like the color scheme of this one. This one's also giving like old money kind of holiday vibes, lots of gold details here. This one's just one I'm kind of testing out, and I'm going to list this for $25. This one's completely style based, but I just sold something in this brand. It is by no means a Bolo brand, but they do make some very trendy pieces where I'll pick them up for style based reasons. It is Grace and Karma. Again, do not consider this a bolo, but this is a size extra large. It's a very thick sweater, and look at this, very on trend color. It has bobble bishop sleeves, super exaggerated size. Could not say no to this. I'm probably gonna list this for around 30. I hit the jackpot with the bobble sweaters today, I guess. This is another style-based pickup, not a brand I get very often. It's just Loft, but I could not say no to the bobble multicolor bishop sleeve, all powerful combos, especially when stacked together. I think I'm going to list this one for 30. This is just a We The Free lightweight thermal top. I need to do a comp on what the style is, but lots of indicators of being very trendy with the asymmetrical hem, being thermal, and being longer length. So I'm hoping for at least 25. This was another one I'm testing out with Ralph Lauren because it's not plus size. It is a size extra large, but it is all over velvet, and it has that exaggerated bishop sleeve. I'm probably going to list this one for 30. This was another style-based pickup. This is Y2K New York and Company, and this is a black crochet detail baby doll top. Perfect for the season. It also has the crochet detail on the sleeve. I'm going to probably list this for 25. All right, last bag here. It's getting real big. I grabbed these couple bras for myself because this surprisingly is one of the highest rated sports bras, and it's by Fabletics. The reason people like them and it went viral is because they act as a push-up even though they are a sports bra. I got one and it's one of my favorite sports bras. So they look like this, got this little twist knot in the front. This one is new with tags. I also got this one. It's not new with tags, but it's new without tags. So I'm going to probably end up keeping these, but if not, I do think that these would sell because when I went to go purchase mine, they had a pretty good sell-through rate. People were snatching them up for really good prices. Okay, this is a Y2K dress by Ruby Rocks. This is a very on-trend homecoming dress. I saw a lot of people are using HOCO, H-O-C-O, for homecoming. This is a gorgeous, very like Y2K fairy inspired dress. I did see some good comps on dresses like this in this brand. Mine is way more unique with the sparkle details and the ombre effect and the purple, which is very on trend. I think I can list this for about $40. All right, this is probably the best flip that I'm gonna have out of this entire haul. Okay, so this is a very on-trend style right now. The material tag is missing on this, but it does feel like real suede. This is by the brand Massini. What matters is the style. I would pick up pretty much any coat in this style right now. So this is very heavy, but it is a long length with a bunch of fur details, fur on the hood, fur in the front, fur along the bottom, and fur along the cuff. This is a popular Y2K style coat. This one also has some really nice toggle details as well with the fur line on the inside. So this one's a very substantial one. I would also get these even if they were faux suede, but the fact that this is real suede is going to add a lot of value to this. I'm actually probably going to list this for around like, I don't know, somewhere between 150 and 200 and then slap best offer on it and see what they go for. But we have been selling coats like this anywhere from like $60 to $120, but this one's real suede. So I'll keep you guys informed as to what this goes for, but you definitely want to be on the lookout for this. And the very last one, I picked this up on a whim. This is a vintage Woolrich men's wool plaid shacket. And in the past, men's vintage Woolrich stuff has always performed well for me. Shackets are always trendy and it is wool. My guess is about $35 for this, but I have not comped them in a while, so I'll have to report back on that one. All right, you guys, so that is the end of today's haul. Very long one today. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know, are you liking when I share these style-based pickups in the thrift hauls and also in the what sold videos, or do you guys just prefer the straight up bolos where you've got all of the data that you guys need to see? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.